Hello, welcome to another episode of Houston. We have a podcast on tonight's episode. We got a good one. We are talking about the best action stars of the 2010s decade, so only including movies that happened between 2010 and 2019. And with us, we have a returning guest and a new guest. So our first returning guest is Ben. Welcome back to the show. And our new
Thanks
guest,
so much, Carson.
our new guest is also Ben. So once again, 2 episodes in a row of confusing guests with the same name. Also, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Carson. Good to be here.
And as always, as we do with new guests, do you have a movie and a movie character that represents you as a person to help introduce yourself to our audience?
I thought long and hard about this one. I'm going to have to go with Johnny English. I really admire his confidence with absolutely nothing behind it, and everything kind of works out for him in the end. And I really relate to that.
So that you're using the character and the movie for both?
I'm going to go ahead and lock that in. Also, that gives you a sneak peek to the types of movies that I'm into.
Fair. And also joining us as always, co-host Paulo.
Oh yeah, I'm here too. Hi.
All right, so I'll do a little bit of an introduction to the bracket, how this is going to work. So basically, I am the moderator. The three of you guys are kind of choosing the winners. I definitely have opinions on each of these, and I will not be shy about sharing my opinions. But my opinion does not impact the bracket and who gets forward and decide who is the best action star of the 2010s. It will be based on you three, so it's majority vote. 2 out of 3 votes, or all 3, will have somebody go on. We have 16 people on this bracket, and it was contentious to get down to 16. I think it's safe to say there are some pretty good people who were left off the bracket. We had Jason Momoa, Mila Jovovich, Zoe Saldana, pretty good people who have done some good movies in the 2010s that didn't make it. So I feel like the 16 that we landed on are a pretty solid bunch. And we're going to be going through these kind of 2 at a time, and just, 1 versus 1, who's better. And you guys will have arguments and counter arguments with each other until you can decide on something. Do you guys have any questions about that before we begin?
I have a comment on what you just said. Mila Jovovich was rightly left off this bracket.
I just want to say that she has more kills than any action movie star ever, and there's something to be said for that. We can leave it at that because we did talk exhaustively about this.
Actually, I think Mark Hamill killed much more than that when he blew up the first Death Star. I think it's scientifically proven.
Oh, goodness.
We'll have to see. I'm going to have to go back and do some counting. I don't know.
All right, so I'll quickly mention the people that did make it onto the bracket. So first rounds, we're going to have Keanu Reeves versus Charlize Theron, Nick Cage versus Liam Neeson, Vin Diesel versus Jason Statham, Tom Cruise versus Mark Wahlberg, Iko Uwais from the Raid franchise versus Ryan Reynolds, The Rock versus Idris Elba, Chris Hemsworth and Chris Pratt in a battle of the Marvel Chris's, and Jennifer Lawrence versus Scarlett Johansson. So those are the 16. And I'm going to jump right into it. So our first battle on the board is Keanu Reeves versus Charlize Theron. Take it away, whoever wants to go first.
Is there anything to talk about here?
Wow. So
really,
is that a vote for Keanu? The main.
I think it's 3 votes for Keanu.
Okay, so here is my. I will just say this: Mad Max Fury Road is fantastic. The Order is fantastic. Atomic Blonde is fantastic. All the things that Charlize Theron gets a chance to do are fantastic, and so are the things that Keanu Reeves gets to do.
I'm really happy for Charlize Theron and her agent, but
I think
this was a no-brainer.
Charlize definitely has the best movie between the 2 of them in Mad Max Fury Road, but I think wait, what's that look for?
John Wick. John Wick might be the best movie that's ever been made.
The original John Wick?
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but compared to Mad Max?
Yeah.
I would also put Mad Max Fury Road over John Wick.
I mean, okay, maybe we can save some time because I don't think any of us that changes anyone's vote. Because you were right. I am voting for Keanu because just the volume of John Wick again, and John Wick yet again. I think.
But
that,
okay, if you lump them together, though, he has one action movie in that decade. Like, then Charlize Theron has 3 separate things she's done and a history of showing up in action movies. We're not talking about them, but, Italian Job, Egon Flux. It's not her only oeuvre. Keanu gets into franchises, and that's it.
See, the fact that John Wick and the John Wick franchise can outweigh the disaster that was 47 Ronin kind of speaks for itself.
Oh, so 47 Ronin you're not taking as a negative? I know how much you hate that.
That's a negative. That's probably the biggest negative on this entire list.
Oh, wow.
He's a polarizing character for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so having said all that though, I will say that Charlize Theron's a better actor, but I'll also vote for Keanu because acting.
I think that brings an end to us being fair to Charlize, and I think we can call it.
All right, that went as expected.
I hate these brackets already.
I personally would vote for Atomic Blonde over John Wick, but that's probably a discussion for another day. So next battle is going to be Nick Cage versus Liam Neeson. This might be as temporary of an argument as the first one.
I mean, actually, I was going to make the argument that Liam Neeson could potentially have quantity over Nick Cage, but that's not even close to being true.
Infeasible. Yeah, Nick Cage is the shotgun blast of movie performers.
Yeah, I'm gonna
not very targeted, just everything.
I'm gonna third this one. I just think the sheer quantity here just can't be understated, and it's consistent too. He really knows his niche.
They're both very consistent, though. Like, they're asked to do that one thing, and they do it quite well.
And they deliver. They definitely deliver that one thing.
I would agree. I'm gonna pull for my boy Nick Cage here.
I mean, it depends on whether or not you like schlock or mainstream action, and I think I think we're all fans of schlock here.
Are you saying that Liam Neeson?
Also for Nick Cage.
Are you saying that Liam Neeson isn't schlock?
I mean, there's he's not quite schlock. It's like when I say mainstream action, it's like his formula is I have to do things on a plane. I have to do things on a train, like action things. I have to do action things because my plane crashed. I have to do like
at no point in the movie is Liam Neeson going to turn to the camera and give a wink, But Nick Cage might be like, ha, 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 and you'd be like, I'm still here, Nick.
All right.
I mean, it does say a lot that we can watch Nick Cage, blow dart monkeys and and still be there for it. So
the crazy thing is, Nick Cage might be the top contender for the 2020s too, at the rate he's going.
Sure, that he does put in a pretty active performance in Primal, like either that or his stunt double.
Are we doing Primal?
No, we're not talking about it extensively.
You should save that if you really want Nick Cage to win this whole bracket.
All right, we can put a pin in this one then.
All right, so we're going to move on to a battle which is probably a little bit more hotly contested. I don't know, but Vin Diesel versus Jason Statham. Where are you guys feeling that one?
All right, folks, this one's near and dear to me. These are both two of three sort of bald icons here. I really identify with them on the screen, and to me, it's not close. To me, it's Jason Statham with a landslide. You can kind of put him in the same boat as he's got one character, but Vin Diesel is the guy you call when The Rock's not available.
Whoa,
that's his niche.
Whoa, he carried 15 Fast and Furious movies. I'll have you know, before The Rock even was born.
Yeah, I mean, you wanna light up Keanu Reeves for having one franchise. At least the franchise was outstanding.
Are you saying
They
Triple
had to
X
call
was
in
not
Jason Statham to
outstanding?
save the Fast franchise. Come on.
Okay, I've been waiting I don't know how many episodes to just put a spotlight on Triple X: The Return of Xander Cage because I forced it into other episodes, but now I actually have a reason to, and I'd like to go over again like the highlights of that. Like the very ending where he jumps out the back of an exploding plane. I don't think he had a parachute or anything. He just jumps and he's flying through the plane as it's exploding, killing people at the same time. It was like a Call of Duty game. And then I don't know, he landed like by shooting grenade launchers into I can't even remember. But it was exquisite.
Are you saying
And
these
I
as
think
positives or
that
negatives?
moment- these, I think those are very clearly positives, Carson, and I think that moment alone in would trump anything that Jason Statham has ever done.
I mean, I think you can agree that kind of Arnold and Stallone, these are two of the biggest action stars ever. And I don't really remember Vin Diesel's invitation to the Expendables. To me, that's the red carpet of action movies of all time here.
Hey, Ben, what was Jason Statham's role in the Expendables? Can you remember?
He was expendable, just like everyone else in the movie. I have no idea.
Nice guy.
Nice guy. Actually, yeah, that was his thing. He threw knives.
But it's a shame you can't go back in time too, and it's just like he's got the transporter, the mechanic. It's all really crank. It's all one big movie.
It's also important to note that all three of the Expendables occurred after 2010.
That is incredibly important.
All three.
That's like arguing.
And he had the Meg. and his own focus movie in the Fast and the Furious franchise. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. He's either Hobbs or Shaw. I think he's Shaw. I'm pretty sure he's Shaw. He's Shaw. I don't see the fucking, whatever Vin Diesel's character's name is, spin-off movie. No. He's stuck. I mean, like he's going to be stuck in round one of this bracket.
No, he's not. I refuse to accept.
Well, it's a voting democracy, and I'm all Statham, baby.
I would just like to say using Expendables as an argument for Jason Statham is like using the Avengers as an argument for Idris Elba. He is
and if Jason Statham, it's a feather in his cap.
He has his own sub-story that is centered around him and his former flame and his son. So you can get fucked with that.
Fine. I will. You know what? I know.
Not the same.
But
Idris Elba is Heimdall in Avengers. Okay. He doesn't even show up in Avengers 1. Expendables, he's like the third person you fucking see.
I mean, out of how many? But
Jason Statham doesn't play a doorman.
I
don't care what galaxy.
Okay, B-Ball, I can't tell if you're supporting me or trying to fight me on this one.
As long as this ends up with Vin Diesel being eliminated from the bracket.
You know what? It's funny because I don't, but I just love The Return of Xander Cage so much. And you guys should watch it. If you agree to watch it, I'll agree to concede this matchup.
You watch Primal on my word, so I will watch The Return of Xander Cage on yours.
Okay, good, because it's so bad.
No, I liked the first one and the second one, Triple X State of the Union.
Oh, you're in for it, buddy.
Okay, great.
All right, so
as
that
long
sounds
as they
like
reprise the famous line from that movie, I'll be happy. You guys remember it?
Don't even.
They're in a Russian bar, and this Russian gangster says, "Bitches, come!" And then a flock of ladies come in, ridiculous, completely of the time. You can't do it now. It's insane to do it. It was insane then, but now we know.
All right, so I'm going to put a pin in that one.
right, so
Jason Statham going on to the next round. Vin Diesel eliminated. Next up, we have Tom Cruise versus Mark Wahlberg.
Powerhouse first round matchup.
It's tough one.
I'm not sure I particularly like either of these guys, but they really do some good movies, some great action.
You also got to consider, like, even box office wise, like at one point I think it would have been a slam dunk for Tom Cruise, but like now, just because of Mark Wahlberg's longevity and like output, they're probably pretty even on a year by year basis.
Tom Cruise has some staggering numbers. It's messed up.
He does, but I think I would lean it towards Mark Wahlberg on the fact of not being insane, and also he didn't make the Mummy remake, so
right.
Like that travesty, that abomination, that insult to the Mummy. I feel very strongly about this one.
It's hard to be a Brendan Fraser stan when they make that Mummy movie.
I mean, it's easy actually. I think you appreciate Brendan Fraser more when you watch the Mummy now.
So true. What a traumatic movie. I'm torn about this one, but if I was to say, like, who has the more in line with like your traditional action movies, I'm inclined to lean towards Mark Wahlberg, having recently watched the movie Spencer Confidential.
I was hoping no one would bring that one up.
What? It's good. Come on.
Yeah, it's good.
Come on.
It's good.
What's wrong?
I'm a big fan of Mark Wahlberg. My wife will allow me to watch a Mark Wahlberg movie, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that it brings in a broader audience and allows me to watch more action movies.
Are you restricted from watching Tom Cruise?
She just doesn't do it for her, you know?
Okay.
That's fair.
Well, I'm surprised at how I think I would be willing to vote on this one. I'm voting Mark Wahlberg. There, done. I'm doing it. Mark Wahlberg. That's me.
I'm voting Mark Wahlberg with a clear conscience.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the screen it's cut and dry, but I'm going Mark Wahlberg.
Well, everyone has to go by that decision now. Everyone in the world, we've decided.
Yep. Mark Wahlberg over Tom Cruise, and that's tough.
I will say Jack Reacher though. Jack Reacher is a primo action movie. That's got everything you want in an action movie.
He's like,
it's not going to put him over the top. We can leave it, but.
Well, I filled in Tom Cruise before you guys even started talking, because I just assumed that's where that was going to go. But as usual, these brackets do not go the direction I think. So I guess Mark Wahlberg is moving on, and Tom Cruise, who I expected to go all the way and win this, by the way, has been eliminated first round.
What? No.
I think you underestimate how much I hate the Mummy.
Fair. All right, so that's my first surprise of the day, but let's move on to the next one. We have Iko Uwais from the Raid trilogy, a few other movies, versus Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, guys. Guys. I understand this is an uphill battle, but the Raid and the Raid 2 are just great movies. Let's not talk about Mile 22.
Mm-hmm.
You know, right? Deadpool is great. It's fun.
Yeah,
nice.
Both of those. Yeah.
Yeah, but Deadpool 1 and 2, it's cool. They're cool.
Pretty good.
I mean,
pretty good.
I feel like, you know, you get it's like Death by a Million Jokes.
R.I.P.D. was pretty good too. You know, R.I.P.D. that was good. A nice action comedy. Again, you know, The Hitman's Bodyguard also, you know, pretty good. 600 Ground, action movie, really good.
It was an action movie. That one was an action movie. That's my compliment to 600 Ground.
It's they're all. I didn't make it all the way through. The first 30 minutes really gets me though. I love it.
Okay, I'm starting to think that I have more support for Iko Uwais than I thought I would.
I just finished the Raid 2, and phenomenal. It's a phenomenal movie for anyone who hasn't watched it. You really should. I just like how they have the same scene in 75 different locations, and it seems to be just an endless amount of people. I was telling Paulo, compared to the Raid 1, I couldn't quite keep up with the story. There was a lot of plot lines, but man, it was a fun movie.
I think I've only seen the Raid 2.
No. So there's a problem. The Raid 1 is called something stupid like the Raid Redemption, and it's when they storm a building and he just fights his way up.
Yeah, so Beeble,
Okay.
have you seen
Which one
Dread?
did I see? Yes, I've seen Dread.
Okay, you've seen the Raid then.
Oh, no, hold on. Time out. If you've seen Dread, you've seen the Raid without martial arts.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Raid, but just with guns.
Yeah. Now, having said that, I don't know that I would show up for a movie because you was in it. I think I would for Ryan Reynolds, and I think I do consistently. And let's not brush under the rug like how good Deadpool was as a movie. How much fun that was to watch. I think the second one probably struggled compared to it, but he's a fun actor to watch.
Well, and he basically made that happen, right? Like he leaked a trailer and got a movie made based on how quippy he is. Like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
He did
like,
actually. Yeah.
That's solid.
Cool.
He's an action. He's got the action star liquor brand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you want to beat up Tom Cruise for his sort of off the screen character. Like Ryan Reynolds was kind of the opposite of that. Like he gets some love for just how great of a guy he is off the screen.
But okay, to be fair to is it Eco or Ico?
I've been saying Eco, I'm not 100% sure.
It's Eco.
Eco. All right. Yeah, like I don't know about how Eco shows up because I haven't seen a lot of his stuff.
That's
like,
the problem. This is action star. This is not who is the coolest fighter.
That's
but
true. If we're talking star.
Yeah.
Like, if they put Ryan Reynolds in Star Wars and don't have him be a lead, people are going to be weird.
If they put Ryan Reynolds in the Raid 3, I'm showing up.
But the thing is, you'll watch the Raid 3 regardless of who's in it because of Iko Uwais. I'm just going to throw that out there. Ryan Reynolds, I like him. He's a nice guy. He's a good actor. But, I mean, I think just quality, I think overall quality in two movies, Iko has, I mean, I prefer both the Raid 1 and 2 over everything that Ryan Reynolds has done. And it's not a knock on his movies. Like, I like Deadpool. I like Deadpool 2. I like, what else? Hitman's Bodyguard. I like that one too. But I just, like, the Raid 1 and 2 are just like, mwah.
How do you kind of reconcile the lack of quantity here, though?
I mean,
more so than
the
lack of quantity, but like
argument.
more so than the lack of quantity, but just talking about the like he has done other movies that we're not talking about for a reason, because his martial arts skill hasn't really translated outside of the one director he worked with the Raid.
I guess
that's news to me, and that kind of pushes me off the Ryan Reynolds cliff, in my opinion. I'm ready to vote here. I'm ready to go all in on Ryan Reynolds. All my chips are on the table here.
I'm back, and I'm voting for Ryan Reynolds.
Fine.
Before I eliminate Eco here, can we agree that he could probably beat up anyone else on the bracket, or would that be contentious as well?
Jason Statham.
He could 100% beat up Jason Statham.
You're absolutely nuts.
Jason Statham's doing anything to that guy.
You're absolutely nuts. You know much about Jason Statham?
He fights mobs with machetes with his bare hands. He can deal with a bald guy.
I am just going to say, based on the size differential alone, I think The Rock would give him a problem. Like, if you know what,
he would take The Rock too.
Probably, but that's the only one I would point at and think, okay, maybe. And spoiler alert for the bracket.
Oh, okay.
So that's a good transition to our next argument. So Ryan Ryan Reynolds moving on. Iko Uwais has been eliminated. Our next argument is Dwayne The Rock Johnson versus Idris Elba. Who wants to take this one?
I just want to say one other thing actually before we jump into it. Jason Statham has a 10th degree black belt, so I'm not really sure it's as one-sided a fight as you'd think it'd be against Iko. I'm kind of piling on this guy after he's been eliminated, but I just want to get that out there.
He's already won, man. let it leave him. He's already dead.
What does Jason Statham have a black belt in? Swimming? Get out of here.
He's a diver.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways, so The Rock and Idris Elba.
Yeah, so I fought to have Idris Elba on this bracket, but for me, it's got to be The Rock. Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle is my favorite movie of recent history, and it's a delight. The Rock, everything. Also, I just want to say, The Rock is only in action movies. He's not in any other kind of movie.
Moana?
Since 2010. Moana was in since 2010?
Yeah.
It definitely was.
I don't know when Moana was. Okay, my bad. I forgot about Moana. I'm sorry. But still,
I think we can throw your point completely out the window because of Moana.
Fair. That's fair.
That being said, The Rock is still going to win.
Yeah, I don't think there's a more likable guy than Idris Elba, but see ya.
I want to stand up for my best buddy Idris. We're friends now because I saw him on the set of Pacific Rim.
You guys are movie Eskimo brothers.
Yeah, no, we're totally best friends. I know him, like I met his family and everything. That's a lie.
The fact you feel you need to clarify is awesome. No, guys, I don't really know Idris Elba.
What would you guys think if Idris was the next Bond?
He should definitely be the next Bond.
Yeah, I agree.
He's getting a bit up there age-wise.
He's a bad agent. I just have to say that because he's a great actor. Everyone wants to watch him. He's not in anything.
And that's like
you didn't see him in Cat?
Yeah. You guys were arguing like putting Idris Elba on, and I was like, well, he hasn't really been in that much. And then I looked at his kind of stuff that he's done in the 2010s, and like The Losers is a really underrated movie from early in the decade. Pacific Rim, he's got The Dark Tower. He was in the Hobbs and Shaw movie that you guys so much lauded up in the previous rounds. So it's like he's done some decent stuff. He just doesn't have that one role where it's like, he's that guy. Whereas like most other people on this board, you can be like, okay, Tom Cruise is Ethan Hunt, and The Rock is actually no, The Rock has that same problem. But yeah.
Did you list The Dark Tower as a positive?
Hobbs. He's fucking Hobbs. Hobbs and Shaw.
It's not quite up there, in my opinion. It's probably his most notable role, but he's not even the main character in a lot of those movies.
You are picking the most random movies to argue for The Rock. You led with Jumanji, and then Hobbs and Shaw. Those are like he still wins. The Rock still wins this matchup, but there's better. I mean, just volume wise, I feel like there's better characters to argue for.
Name them.
I enjoyed his 5 minutes in The Other Guys personally. I thought that was a stellar performance.
Holy shit! Yeah, looking at the list,
I loved him as the main dude / only thing to watch in Rampage. I loved him in the Skyscraper. I watched these movies. I can't remember a thing about them.
Skyscraper is another Judge Dredd / The Raid.
He was in Baywatch. Baywatch was tight. I don't want to hear an unkind word about Baywatch.
Not going to get one from me.
Yeah.
Zac Efron kind of stole the show, but that's a whole other podcast.
So I'm I don't know. I'm actually going. Well, maybe I won't vote against The Rock yet, but The Rock plays The Rock in everything. Even when he's Hobbs, he's The Rock.
Important to note that Tooth Fairy happened in 2010. So, we've seen a lot from The Rock.
Okay, I'm going to keep this in my back pocket for later.
All right. Is
So
anyone?
The Rock wins.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to make an argument for Idris Elba though, but I think we can all say we like him a lot. Just not enough to beat The Rock.
Yes.
All right. So
Hey,
next.
Idris, man, I know you're listening. Sorry about that, buddy.
Oh man. Okay, so the next bracket, we are going into a battle of the Marvel Chris's. Chris Evans did not make the cut here, but we have Chris Hemsworth versus Chris Pratt.
You know who we also missed? Chris Pine. Okay, I guess no one agrees with me there.
Yeah, no, I looked him up. Now that I know who you're talking about, no, we didn't miss him.
Honorable mention, at least.
In that
he's not Hobbs or Shaw, so what are we even talking about him for?
Damn. It's cold. It's cold world for Chris Pine. He is the forgotten Chris, isn't he?
I think Chris Pratt was recently voted the worst Chris.
That had to do with like religion, though, didn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I just saw this in an article somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I would say like Chris Pratt really he shines in Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know that I necessarily love Jurassic World or have much good to say about it, but he really is a good addition to the MCU.
Whoa, hold on. I mean, Jurassic World was not good. Like he was riding a motorcycle with velociraptors. Look, velociraptors were on his team. I remember seeing that trailer with like him driving with his pack, and then thinking, there's no way. And then watching the movie, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'm with it.
You think Jurassic Park? Are you thinking Jeff Goldblum, or are you thinking Chris Pratt?
No, I'm thinking, well, Jeff Goldblum didn't drive the motorcycle with the velociraptors.
Doesn't matter. Pratt did nothing.
What? In Jurassic? No, he was the guy.
I thought it was completely underwhelming. He's a velociraptor trainer. Great. Good for him. He's Guardians of the Galaxy. He's unreal in that one.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, we're still arguing for the same guy, I think. But
yeah, same Chris. I just don't think that Jurassic World really does him much favors.
I mean, I gotta disagree with you there. Jurassic World is the epitome of mainstream schlock, and I love it.
It's gonna sound crazy given all that credentials for Chris Pratt, but I gotta go Hemsworth on this, guys. And I guess it's because of Thor. Like Thor for me, like he's an action guy. I don't know why. I feel weird about it. I do. This one I'm conflicted about. Like on paper, I feel like it's Pratt, but my heart says Hemsworth.
I would rather go see Hemsworth. Are you
really
excited to see Hemsworth as Hulk Hogan? I am.
Oh my God, yes.
Is that actually
That's
happening?
a thing?
I just found out today.
Yeah, that's coming.
Okay, that's interesting. But also, okay, let's look at it this way. If you take Chris Hemsworth out of Marvel, take Marvel out of the picture, and look at Chris Hemsworth's action movies, like, are they good? Like Red Dawn, Star Trek 2 for 3 minutes, Ghostbusters.
Men in Black 4? Come on.
Well,
he
okay,
was
you're helping me here.
in Ghostbusters and Men in Black 4.
You can't even not laugh when you say that.
I'm showing up to the theater for Chris Hemsworth. I don't care here. Thor, you're right, man. Like you can take the MCU out of it.
Snow White and the Huntsman, guys.
Yeah. All right. You just want people to be the title character.
That's what I'm very specific. That's what I like.
In my opinion, Chris Hemsworth is probably a better.
In the Marvel universe.
So I was gonna say, so Chris Hemsworth, in my opinion, is probably a better actor, but he just hasn't had the roles to really perform well in it. Whereas like Chris Pratt has got two really good roles. It does suffer a little bit from what you're talking about with The Rock of like every character is just he's Chris Pratt. He doesn't really do much else than that. Whereas Chris Hemsworth has a little bit more range, but he's still waiting for that one really good role. And like Thor is a role that everyone knows him for, but it's not a high quality role that lets him show range.
I think if we're just talking straight up action, and like I'll give Chris Hemsworth that Extraction movie, the Netflix Extraction movie. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
I've been meaning to check it out. I have not seen it yet.
That's actually a good I think that was a pretty good action movie.
Also not part of the 2010s.
It's what?
It's not part of the 2010s.
When did it come out?
It's 2020, isn't it?
2020.
Does 2020 not count?
Ooh, that's rough.
Sorry, technicality
That's
from the moderator here.
I mean, hey, if Extraction doesn't count, that pushes me more towards Chris Pratt. Because like, take Marvel away from both of them. If we're just talking action, like action star, action movie, I think Chris Pratt is like in terms of like gumption and charisma. I think Chris Pratt like he's better. I don't know. Maybe it's just my personal bias.
Chris Hemsworth is like one of the Avengers. Okay, you can't take them both out of the MCU when one of them is a central character and one of them is kind of a bit player here.
Well, okay, when I say take them out of the MCU or take Marvel out of the picture, it's because I don't know if I would count Marvel as like an official like action. I don't know if that's action. It's more of like
You're insane.
Well, there's action.
If we're talking Jumanji here,
I already spoke about Jumanji.
Let's not revisit that.
And it was accepted.
Okay, if we're talking like the most general description of an action movie, I don't know. Like Avengers is more like sci-fi, right? There's action in it, but it's more on the sci-fi side.
I do feel that. And I actually looking at Chris Pratt, there is some merit to it. Like Magnificent Seven, as much as I don't like Jurassic World as part of the Jurassic universe, you could say, it still is different. It still is, not MCU. So there's some credit for sure.
This is my first serious argument for the whole episode. I'm like speaking. I feel like I'm speaking strictly facts right now.
I still think Thor kind of outweighs it for me. I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna vote Hemsworth, and it's all because of Thor, and it's all his biceps, a little bit his triceps.
Paulo swung me. I'm voting Pratt.
I did it.
I'm voting Pratt.
Yes.
I gotta vote Pratt. No, Jurassic World is a fully realized franchise. If you take out those, he's got Zero Dark 30 in his back pocket there. That's hardcore. He got in crazy shape for that. Hemsworth has stayed in crazy shape. I'm going Pratt. I'm sorry. Pratt.
Yes.
I vote Pratt. Pratt wins. I don't know who I am.
I love you.
All right.
I'll say this: if Extraction counted towards the 2010s, I think I would have almost leaned towards Hemsworth.
All right.
I'm not saying if not stick with the rules, so
I am. Chris Pratt moving on. Next battle, last one of the first round here. We have Jennifer Lawrence versus Scarlett Johansson.
This one for me, we developed this. This has been in flux, and I have to vote for the breadth of what she's done. Jennifer Lawrence. I have to vote Jennifer Lawrence. I feel Jennifer Lawrence, again, multiple franchises. They basically had to restructure the new X-Men movies around her because of how freaking popular she was. They don't make any sense related to the comic books anymore because of that. Whatever. If I found out there was going to be an action movie coming out soon with Jennifer Lawrence as the head of it, I would watch it.
I'm going to challenge a comment there. Are you saying that she's a bigger star, or is she a bigger action star?
I would say she's certainly a bigger star.
ScarJo's a big star, man.
I think they're both huge. They're both really, really huge stars. I think right now, I think Jennifer Lawrence might be slightly a bigger deal.
Over the course of the 2010s, I'm gonna agree with you there. I don't necessarily like the movies, but she is the center of them. Like, she carries it. People show up for her in the Hunger Games, the X-Men franchise. Like, she had the flop that was Red Sparrow, and her and your boy Chris Pratt got to be in Passengers. If that's an action movie, I don't know how we're defining this, but she pulls in the eyeballs, man.
What do you mean?
Okay, well, I mean, I was thinking I was gonna have to fight for Jennifer Lawrence on this one, considering she was a late ad or a late replacement. And also, I mean, Scarlett Johansson, I think she's a better actress, and I like a lot of more of the stuff that she's done. But if we're talking straight action star, or just straight action, not even action star, I think Jennifer Lawrence has just done more, and we are not including Passengers because that is not an action movie.
Before we wrap this up, could Eco take both of them?
I'm not touching that one.
All right, cool.
I don't think so. They go through extensive training to be in these films, right? Like, they have at least got like mid-range martial arts skills at this point, and there's two of them.
I didn't even do it at the same time, but I like this scenario better.
For the record, I don't like you guys' opinion on this one, but my opinion doesn't matter in this episode. So I guess Jennifer Lawrence is moving on.
We're really like shitting on the Marvel universe here.
I don't mind
that. We're
that.
really not counting it for much.
Okay, so
likes that about what?
Yeah, I hate the MCU, despite the fact that I watch all of them. Before we start the second round, I have a bit of a between inter-segment game for you guys, and this is for guests Ben and Ben, and you can probably guess what the theme is about. So I have a game for you guys, and it's basically who can name the most characters whose name is Ben in a movie. So the way that this is going to go is I'm just going to have you guys alternate. Name a character whose name is Ben, and then the first person who can't name one that isn't already taken loses. So do you guys have any questions before we start?
We need to see your hands too. No Googling.
Yes,
your
no
hands
Googling,
have to be on the camera.
All right.
I want first.
All right, Ben. You
Benjamin Button, because he only won one thing.
Old Ben Kenobi, Star Wars, A New Hope.
Are you doing middle names?
He's called Ben.
I'm out. I can't. I'm tapping out.
All right.
So do I need to name another one?
Well,
in order to win, I would assume.
Right home.
No, you've already won, but you can continue to name Ben characters if you want, because there's some good ones out there.
You just want to shit on.
So the rat from Willem, the rat from Ben, the bear Ben.
What?
I only know animals. Benji.
Yeah, Benji the dog.
Benji the dog.
Ben Solo.
Ben Solo. Yeah, that's a good one.
Sorry, I'm not playing.
There's also Uncle Ben.
How many Bens could you name here?
You know what? I think I couldn't even think of Benjamin Button or Ben Kenobi. I only thought of Ben Solo.
I blanked on Ben Solo, to be perfectly honest.
It's a lot harder than I thought it would be.
I guess I'm not really looking out for that, right? Like, characters to be named Ben, I'm not noticing.
Well, you won. So.
All right. Well, congrats. That did not go on as long as I thought it was going to go for. Let's get back to the main action here. Start of the second round. We have Keanu Reeves versus Nick Cage. Hopefully we get a bit more hotly contested arguments this second round.
Is this where we give up on our love of ridiculous Nick Cage movies?
I actually think it's where we kind of go with the first round sentiment here. Where like I see John Wick, I see John Wick 2, I see John Wick 3. I'm gonna be the first in line for John Wick 4, but I show up to every Nick Cage movie too. He provides me a lot of entertainment, and I think quantity really wins here.
You know what? If we let's in an imaginary world, there are 2 John Wick 4 movies that come out, and for some reason there's a feud between Nicolas Cage and Keanu Reeves, and Nicolas Cage decides to make John Wick 4 at the same time as Keanu Reeves does, and they make their own John Wick 4. Which one are you going to watch? I think I'm going to watch the Nicolas Cage one.
The only person who's carved out more of a like revenge action movie niche than the sort of John Wick franchise is Nick Cage. Like all of his movies are him being upset or fighting some injustice and killing a ton of people to get revenge on it. Let's just read the titles of his movies here just to show how lowbrow it is too. Seeking Justice, Stolen, Rage, Outcast, Arsenal, Vengeance, Score to Settle, Kill Chain, Primal. Like he puts no thought into this. This is all lowbrow action shoot 'em up movies.
This is your argument is assuming he's naming his own movies.
I think Nick Cage has full creative control, actually,
which is plausible.
I feel like so. First of all, other than Primal, I haven't seen a single one of the movies you just named, and didn't know that they existed until this moment. For that reason, that I have seen a Keanu Reeves movie be advertised for release in a theater in this past decade, I have to go Keanu over Nick Cage. If it was like
Kick-Ass,
Lifetime,
Ghost Rider 2. Too bad we couldn't get the first one.
Kick-Ass was great. He was a sprinkling. He was like the season, little nice to have, little like add-on to Kick-Ass. You found out he was in it because you went to see it. You didn't go because you wanted to see him in it. You're like, ooh, neat. Kick-Ass has Nick Cage in it.
When does Keanu have to pay for 47 Ronin? When does he have to pay for stealing 2 hours from my life? I think it's now. I think it's a high time Keanu fucking faces the music and pays up for the disaster that was 47 Ronin. I sent Paolo a clip of a minute of 47 Ronin that bothered me more than any other movie. The entire movie. There's Keanu Reeves, this badass samurai. On the other side, there's this badass. He wears a mask. I don't know what his name is. This is years ago I watched it. The whole movie builds up to them fighting, and right before they do, some fuck throws a bomb and blows up the other guy, and Keanu Reeves just walks by him. It is the most disappointing movie I've ever seen in my entire life. I cannot forgive him for this.
Evan Ronan now. He did Man of Tai Chi. He did John Wick. I'm voting Keanu, man. I'm not voting Keanu over Nick Cage. If it was a lifetime career, if we were talking like who's the better actor or who's got the better body of work over the whole...
I'm not saying Nick Cage is a good actor. Let's be very clear. We're not discussing better actor, okay?
He's lost his way, but he has the capability of being a fantastic actor.
Yeah, it's not the hill I'm going to die on. I'm going to die on his 2010s with a more action-packed just assortment of fantastic C movies. I don't even think he's a B movie star anymore.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one hears it, did Nick Cage put out a bunch of movies in the 2010s?
We did. We watched them.
just one word for you, Ben. Primal.
It was a fantastic movie that they just let Nick Cage do whatever he wanted it.
While he was shit-faced.
And, yeah. Let's vote, guys.
Yeah, it's pretty clear where I stand, guys. I'm going Nick Cage here.
So it's up to Paulo to break the tie.
I mean, it was really up to you, B-Ball, to sway me away from Nick Cage. And, I mean, I don't... It's just... No, I got to go with Nick.
Nick Cage!
Sorry,
the upset!
Oh, my God!
The betrayal. I'm sorry.
Are you kidding me?
Now-
Nick
Cage
Cage,
over
the inefficient
Keanu Reeves
chucker,
on
shooting
the 2010.
shooting 12% from the field. Puts up 40 points.
Man.
That is actually no. That is the best
Okay.
description of Nick Cage. Like, it's when James Harden has a really bad shooting night from 3. That's Nick Cage movies.
So before I
I
officially
love it.
cross this one off and move on, because I feel like, B-Ball, you didn't expect that Paulo was going to go that direction, would you like to have like a 30-second pitch for Keanu to try to sway Paulo's opinion?
Think of it as a eulogy for him.
Oh man.
I'll just say this. Be happy with the decisions that you've made in life, Paulo. When we're back and doing stuff, when we're back to normal and we're able to go see movies in theaters again, we're going to go see Keanu Reeves in the next The Matrix. We're going to go see Keanu Reeves in, John Wick 7. You're not going to watch Nick Cage in Primal 2.
What have you done for me lately? Nick Cage is going straight to DVD while I'm at home on lockdown, doing me favor year after year.
It takes a while to do a quality film. Nick Cage is not here for that. Of course he's got 100 films. It takes him a day to film each one.
Look, I'll say this: for those shitty movies, like on the quality level of Asylum, it's really hard to make those shit movies in a day and still make them entertaining. And I think that's why it's my own personal bias.
I will be voting to hurt Paulo moving forward in this.
Look, Nick Cage, like the white Jaguars, 1 in a million, man. They're not making more of them.
Oh,
nine out of 10 dentists. I'm the one. I'm sorry. I understand. I may be completely wrong here, but
once again, the insanity of the participants in this are destroying this bracket.
We're destroying the integrity of the podcast. I'm sorry.
Jennifer Lawrence on the other side of the bracket, just real happy she didn't have to face either of them, though.
Well, it's coming.
All right. So I guess Paulo's sticking with his opinion. So Nick Cage goes into our final 4 for Best Action Star of the 2010s. Next matchup we have is Jason Statham versus Mark Wahlberg. What are your thoughts?
What degree black belt is Mark Wahlberg, guys? Just a quick question.
I mean, he doesn't need a black belt if he's riding Optimus Prime to stomp out Jason Statham, right?
Oh, I forgot he's in the latter Transformers.
Is that a good thing?
Thinking back, that was a really bad choice for me because I couldn't even finish that movie.
I dug it. Is that the one where they make a great deal of hay around the rules around sexual consent if someone's 17? I'm pretty sure that's the movie.
Sorry, what?
There's this whole subplot in one of the Transformers movies that has Mark Wahlberg in it, in which the dude that's dating his daughter has a laminated card around the rules of having an intimate relationship with a minor because they had a pre-existing relationship prior to him becoming an adult. Like, he has a yellow card that he shows to people in, like, Transformers used to be Medieval Knights back there. Whatever one that
Yeah,
was.
this is a thing. It's like the Romeo and Juliet law that he was talking about. But yes, that's an actual part of Transformers 4.
That's the name of the damn law that they really review in that movie for some weird reason.
So Jason Statham doesn't really need to go to these lengths. He's got women throwing themselves at him at every movie, kind of without fail. When he's not hanging out with his boys in the Expendables,
it goes great for him every time. Every woman I've seen him interact with in a film gets devastated in some way.
Yeah, I mean that's what prompts the film. That's why the film is made.
I love the Meg though.
You know what? I actually haven't seen the Meg. I'm arguing based on the backs of like the Mechanic and the Expendables and Parker and Safe and like a whole bunch of just fun shoot 'em up movies. I have to watch the Meg now.
When did Crank 2 come out?
Not late enough, I don't think. I think the whole Crank franchise was pre-2010.
Yeah, I think so.
Which sucks because High Voltage was a cinematic masterpiece.
2009 for High
Yeah.
Voltage. It's close.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just I haven't gotten off the fact of the Transformers movie with the laminated card of like
The Romeo
consent.
Juliet law around consent in the state
This
they
was
were
a
in.
major plot point of Transformers.
Not a huge plot point, but like it was like how they made conversation in between robot fights. Like it was
I don't
like,
think you can play second fiddle to a car in a movie and be an action star here, guys. Like, come on.
Mark Wahlberg is definitely an action star. Like he has been in a ton of action movies where like the whole deal is him punching people or punching other people. Like that's it.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I actually like Pain and Gain is a really fun movie. Other Guys is a really fun movie. Like I enjoyed the hell out of both those.
He has also done like outside of action, he's done the weirder movies as well. Like I feel like he's done more experimental things than Jason Statham. I feel like Jason Statham came in with Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and then just has nailed that every single time. Like, oh, I'm Jason Statham. Oi. I cannot.
No, please keep going. Actually, like,
no, I'm good. I'm Jason Statham. I used to be a diver.
Commonwealth Games, Jason Statham.
I have a shaved head so I can headbutt you while I'm drinking.
Let's chill on the head jokes here, okay? Because Mark Wahlberg is more famous as an underwear model than anything else. All right.
That was true at
He
one
doesn't have his
time.
funky bunch in the 2010s.
I think Mark Wahlberg is also the guy you call for action movies, for like the true story action movies, right? I think that's a positive for him.
If the character is not from Boston, Mark Wahlberg's not getting a call.
I mean,
that's just it. He's got a shtick. He's got the New England area.
Statham is not going to be playing someone from America.
If you need help outside of New England, you don't call Mark Wahlberg. He's not showing up.
Jason Statham playing someone from Boston is like, oh, I'm Jason Statham. I'm from Massachusetts. Like he can't.
Sorry, are you arguing for or against Jason Statham? Because I'm enjoying this.
I'm not sure.
I don't know anymore. This is going off the rails.
It's tough. Like I do like some Jason Statham. I like some Mark Wahlberg. I like them both from an output standpoint.
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
sorry. I'm just gonna throw my vote in for Mark Wahlberg.
There's
a little more variety there. At the risk of having B-Ball vote purposely against me, I'm gonna throw my vote.
I'm going all in on Jason Statham here. I don't need variety when there's the quantity and the consistency here.
You're a quantity guy, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I got nothing but time.
Oh man, it is a tough call, but he's in the Meg, Fast and Furious franchise. He's been in a bunch of stuff where he drives stuff. He talks like this. And I'm voting Statham. Statham over Wahlberg. I'm sorry.
I want to throw it out there. My vote was to test B-Ball's resolve to be against me for the rest of the bracket, and I've had my answer.
I've been tricked. I still vote Statham.
This isn't personal, Paulo. Statham just rises above.
That's fair. I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
He was in Fast and the Furious. He's Shaw.
Did we decide he's Shaw? He's definitely Shaw?
Yes, he's definitely Shaw. I remember because The Rock named his dog after the character he played, which is Hobbs.
I will say, if I think action, I automatically think Jason Statham more than Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Like, decades be damned, I do think Jason Statham is the action star of our generation.
Whoa, okay.
I'm willing to go that far.
Quit while you're ahead.
His 2010s? I don't know.
You're getting a little ahead of yourself.
All right, we can save those arguments for the next round. But we have a couple more battles for the final four spots. The next one should be a good argument. Ryan Reynolds versus The Rock.
The Rock wins.
Oh.
You guys really made me do a 180 on The Rock last round. I thought he might sweep his way through this, but I don't know anymore. I think The Rock shows up as The Rock, and Ryan Reynolds has got a whole bunch of different performances that really are exciting.
But you're breaking your own quantity rule right there.
I don't necessarily know that the Rock's movies are consistently enjoyable. I didn't particularly enjoy Skyscraper or Rampage.
Me neither. But I mean, this is the one
Or
matchup where I'm
Hercules.
voting against my own likes and dislikes. Like, I don't particularly like a lot of his movies, but I think if we're talking action star, I'm going to stick to the action star title here. I think he is more of an action star than Ryan Reynolds.
I must, unfortunately, and against my wife's wishes, must vote against Ryan Reynolds in this round and for The Rock.
I'm not going to argue too much here.
It's a tough one. Like, they either have already been in the DC universe or are going to be in the DC universe. They have their own franchises outside of that, like Deadpool, the G.I. Joe, Fast and Furious. Every year, The Rock puts out another generic Nickelback album of a movie in which it's just The Rock and he's got a good family and he's trying to do okay by them, but oh no, there's giant monsters or what the fuck ever. And we watch it. And if Ryan Reynolds was just like, listen, I'm a helicopter pilot and I got to get people off this hotel, like I don't know if I'd go and see it. So I gotta go to The Rock.
All right.
Yeah, I got too much resistance here.
It looks like it's mostly unanimous going for The Rock there. I do want to test the notion that The Rock is just The Rock in every movie and Ryan Reynolds is not, because Ryan Reynolds is basically Ryan Reynolds in every movie he does. Let's be honest there.
That's fair. But I do like Ryan Reynolds' movies more than The Rock's, which again doesn't make much sense since I just voted for The Rock. But I think we're going for title of action star, and I think The Rock kills it.
He's a huge action star.
Yeah. I agree with you there. I like his small screen performances are kind of fun, but that's not what we're here to talk about.
All right, so the final matchup of the first round, now that The Rock is moving on, is we have Chris Pratt versus Jennifer Lawrence.
The Passenger Revenge.
Okay, well, Chris Pratt wins this one for me.
Yeah.
Would anyone like to make an argument for Jennifer Lawrence?
I will make an argument for Jennifer Lawrence over Chris Pratt.
Interesting.
If we're talking quantity of movies, Jennifer Lawrence has it. She's been in 6 franchise movies to Chris Pratt's 6 franchise movies, actually. That's a good point. They were both in that banger, Passengers. But Chris Pratt has not been the focal point of a lot of those movies that he's been in. He has been sort of a nice to have.
A passenger, you might say?
A passenger. One could say that, yes. A passenger. He benefited from being well placed, wherein I feel like Jennifer Lawrence has. If you didn't like Jennifer Lawrence, or if you couldn't hang with her performance, Hunger Games is dead. The last, she was like the only watchable thing from some of those damn X-Men movies in the recent history. Like,
I think this may just be a target audience thing, man. Like, I don't think Jennifer Lawrence movies are for my demographic. I enjoy the hell out of all the non-Jurassic Chris Pratt movies.
We are, I believe we are the exact same age.
Yeah, are you saying that the Hunger Games is written for you?
No, I'm not saying the Hunger Games.
I don't want to out your fan fiction here, but you can plug it.
Whatever. My vote is for Jennifer Lawrence. You Pratt heads, go for it.
I'm not moved quite enough to switch my vote for Chris Pratt. I think is in the same way I think Jason Statham for versus Mark Wahlberg for action. I think Chris Pratt for more action than Jennifer Lawrence. She's more of a dramatic actress for me.
All right.
I'll keep it simple on this one.
All
Also,
right.
he drove a motorcycle with velociraptors.
Ben, are you keeping your vote with
Where's the
Chris as well?
Velociraptor in this bracket? He's got some range.
Sorry, you were saying, Chris?
I was just going to say, Ben, you're keeping your vote with Chris Pratt as well.
No. Yeah.
Other Ben, sorry, new Ben.
Other
Which Ben?
All right, so we're down to our final four. On one half of the bracket, we have Nick Cage and Jason Statham, and then on the other half of the bracket, we have The Rock versus Chris Pratt. One of these is not like the other one. And with that, we start one of our
this is the NBA Western Conference and Eastern Conference, man. This is a fucking joke. The Rockets to cruise to the finals here.
Wait a second. I would put a hold on that. Wait, which one are we starting with?
Let's just start with Nick Cage versus Jason Statham here.
The real finals.
How did we get to this point?
I'm so sorry.
Are we not all staring down the barrel of a Hobbs and Shaw finale here, guys?
So,
I think it's destined to be. We started there. It's where we're going to end. I would vote Statham over Cage in the 2010s.
no, I vote Nick Cage.
My love for Nick Cage is only overshadowed by my love for Jason Statham, so this one's easy for me. I'm going Jason Statham all day, every day. Watch Primal if you get a chance. Greatest movie of the decade that we've discussed. Statham.
I don't know if I like where this is going anymore.
Well, I mean, who you gonna go? Wait. Introduce the next bracket, Carson.
All right. Well, we'll probably make this quick. The Rock versus Chris Pratt.
I vote Chris Pratt.
You're kidding me. You're just trying to defy the inevitable. It's The Rock, baby.
I'm actually not. I'm being 100% genuine right now.
All right. Make
No
your
way.
argument. Make a serious
almost up to
argument.
Jennifer Lawrence.
To who?
Yeah. So it sounds like both of the Bens are leaning towards The Rock here. So I'll give you a chance to make your argument.
I'm
for
not.
Chris
No,
Pratt.
I'm not. I'm
Oh,
not
no?
sold to.
Okay.
I want your input on this, Carson. Like you've been awfully silent through some of this. So I really like your input on this because
here's the thing. I don't like The Rock. I don't like that he does a lot of generic movies. Like he is starting to head into the territory of a Steven Seagal, where he's no longer movie characters. He's no longer acting. He's just making movies here. And it's hard to say because The Rock is genuinely very charming and he's also an action star. Like he does good action here. Like there's a lot of people on this list who are just actors who are in action movies, but they're not actually doing action. So I have a lot of respect for The Rock. I don't like his movie choices. I wish that he had, I don't think Hobbs is enough of a highlight role for his career to say he is that guy. Like I don't think he has that Rambo or Rocky role or that Terminator role that Stallone or Schwarzenegger had. But at the other end of it,
Seagal's a tough comp, man. That's a tough comp. That's like The Rock's sort of worst case career trajectory.
but at one point Steven Seagal was popular and then he became less popular. He was never as popular as The Rock is now, so I'll give him that. But it's like if you told me the year is 2030 and The Rock is churning out 2 bad movies a year and nobody likes him anymore, he's not popular, I would be like, yeah, it makes sense. But
he's kind of got Stallone written all over him. You don't think he's ever going to give up, but you want to keep watching.
And on the other half of it, Chris Pratt, very likable person, doesn't have a ton of range, doesn't do a ton of action. So as much as I don't want The Rock to make the final, I do feel like he's a stronger choice here.
I mean, from all your arguments, I still feel like Chris Pratt is the better choice. I mean, okay, Carson made this point to me a long time ago, The Rock versus Vin Diesel. Just bear with me for a second. The
Vin
Rock.
Diesel's lucky he didn't have to face The Rock in this.
No. No, 100%. I personally like The Rock better than Vin Diesel, but The Rock it always goes back to The Rock making movies about The Rock. Like at least Vin Diesel was in Saving Private Ryan. He was in was it Flags of Our Fathers or the one that Army one with Miles Teller? I forget the name. But the Vin Diesel actually does movies like other movies where he's not Dominic Toretto. And I know this is not a matchup between Vin Diesel and The Rock, but like again, like still, Chris Pratt, I think I not only do I find him it's hard because they're both likable guys, but I think Chris Pratt is more. There's just more.
There's more with Chris Pratt?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Point to it. All right? You're insane if you're trying to say the Chris Pratt over The Rock. All right?
It's the same as Vin Diesel,
So,
Vin
first
Diesel
of all,
having done.
Chris Pratt doesn't get asked to do anything different. All right? If you look at Pain and Gain, if you look at Central Intelligence, if you look at any of the Rock does different things from time to time in the action area. Like he's sometimes serious. If you've seen Central Intelligence, he's goofy as heck in that. He is weird. Like it's an odd choice, and it's right in there with everything else that he's doing. Jumanji, he's weird.
no, you had me until Jumanji.
No, Jumanji. It's good, man. Get over yourself and watch that movie.
I've seen it. That's the problem.
Watch it 100 times. It's so good.
I think Pain and Gain and maybe Moana. Those are the two movies where he was almost not The Rock. Like Pain and Gain, he was The Rock on coke, and Moana, he was The Rock for kids. Like
Central Intelligence, come on. He's not just The Rock.
Central Intelligence and the other guys, he was Goofy Rock. I mean, I'm not saying Chris Pratt has done that much more range. Like at least in what's it called? Magnificent Seven, he was kind of the asshole. Or in Zero Dark 30, that's like Vin Diesel's Saving Private Ryan. Chris Pratt has his Zero Dark 30. Like there's a little bit more there. I mean, I'm not gonna be like I understand the argument for The Rock being the action star. I'm not going to hate it if he wins. I'm also trying to avoid Hobbs versus Shaw in the finals. I can't believe that Chris Pratt, like, he's my vote.
You listen to yourself, Paulo. Listen to your lying lies that you're telling yourself right now. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is an action star. Every year in the 2010s, he puts out at least one movie that's just him as an action star. Sometimes he's paying for it to have it happen.
Wait.
But you know what else? Everybody signs up and goes and sees him fly a helicopter in something, or drive a car, or punch someone, or a combination of those three things. We all sign up to watch it. Chris Pratt tags his wagon to the already launched Marvel vehicle. He gets to fuck around with dinosaurs, the fourth go around that people are fucking around with dinosaurs. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is out there starring in Baywatch, starring in Rampage.
You're gonna say Baywatch isn't a continuation of something?
Okay, fair.
How many years until he's on the bathroom floor eating a hamburger?
Quite some.
I'd watch that, by the way. I would watch that movie. Because The Rock is in the finals, because The Rock's fucking sick.
In it. I'd watch anything with The Rock in it. I'd watch The Rock drunk eating a hamburger on the floor. He puts that on YouTube tomorrow. I'm watching it. Chris Pratt does it. I don't know if I'm going to know right away. I'm not going to know right away. I might find out in a couple weeks. Oh, Chris Pratt ate a hamburger on the floor? Oh, okay. I'll check it out.
I think he started his career as Andy Dwyer eating cheeseburgers off the floor.
Hey, that's
did.
Another level of range right there.
We're not talking who has the better range as an actor. We're talking who's the better action star. And to say Chris Pratt over The Rock is to delegitimize this entire bracket.
I do want to counter one of the points that came up of
That.
Chris Pratt just hitching his wagon to the already successful MCU. Like, nobody had heard of Guardians of the Galaxy before that movie was made, other than like a few like comic book fans. He made that franchise, and yes, they eventually hitched it to Avengers, but like he made that franchise.
That is entirely true. That does not change the fact that The Rock is an action star, and you will watch him. You don't need to watch him in space. You don't need to watch him do with dinosaurs. You just watch him do normal everyday things. You can watch him as a goddamn tooth fairy he sold out. I know it's not the 2010s.
It is.
It
is. It's in there. It's 2010 exactly.
Wow.
I'm going to concede. You don't have to, but you better hope that you don't want to see those things from him, because you won't. You're going to see The Rock from now until he dies. But you guys, like, it was just my preference. I was fighting for my preference, and I concede.
All right, so before we get into this final,
like
before we get into this Hobbs versus Shaw final, I just want your opinions on where does Hobbs and Shaw stand for you in terms of your favorite action movies of the 2010s, if these are the two best action stars?
Not on my radar. Not even on my fucking radar.
How did we come to this?
It's not one of the Jumanjis.
It's not Primal.
So yeah, it's not up
All right. Well,
for me.
I have to say I'm disappointed that this ended in any other argument that wasn't Tom Cruise versus The Rock, because that's what I really wanted the finals to be. But once again, you guys have different opinions than I do. And so we will get right to it. Your guys' final for Best Action Star of the 2010s, Jason Statham versus The Rock.
Hey, I will say this is an accurate reflection of the current box office, or maybe not the current, but like the box office of the 2010s. We don't have to like it, but it's true in a certain way.
If you found out there was like an entire franchise of not Fast and the Furious, Jason Statham and The Rock movies coming out, how excited would you be?
Wait, say that what? Like
if you found out that there was a non-Fast and the Furious Jason Statham and The Rock movie coming out, would you not be very excited?
Sure.
Of course.
Just those two guys doing anything.
I don't know if I'd be excited. Again, going back to the previous matchup, I would be more excited to see Chris Pratt doing something than either of those two guys. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I like my lovable schlubs.
Lovable schlubs. He's gonna marry a Kennedy. He's not relatable.
Yeah, forget Anna Faris.
Stop believing this lie. He's fed everybody that he's this affable goof.
I mean, that's the character he plays. I like that more than the
Rock as an affable goof. Jason Statham as a British guy.
You're Jason Statham, yes. When you do the voice, that's the one I like.
Similar to your comments around Idris Elba, Jason, I really don't think that that's how you sound. I need you to know that I understand you have your own voice, and I'm not mocking it. It's just I can't do accents. Are we cool, Jason? Also, Idris, Paulo says what's up.
You don't have to. He's listening right now.
Wow. Hobbs versus Shaw.
See, we don't even want to talk about the matchup.
I love this matchup. It's a tough matchup. I'm not sure. It's a tough one. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
I'm going to let you two fight this one out.
Decidedly, both action stars. No question. They stay in their wheelhouse. They produce quantity, and you know what you're getting with them. We don't need to argue about range. We don't need to argue about anything other than just who has more enjoyable movies.
Who has more enjoyable movies? So to that end, I think we should negate the Fast and the Furious franchise.
I agree.
It just makes sense. So then we're looking at Jason Statham's output outside of the Fast and Furious franchise, which is The Meg.
Significantly more, but okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm open to having the conversation, man. Like
When Arnold Schwarzenegger assembled a super team of action hero stars, where was The Rock?
In my brain.
Did The Rock phone not work? No, he didn't get the call because he is not Jason Statham.
The Expendables is composed of action stars that are on the down slope. That's
Doesn't
why
matter.
The Rock's not getting the call. He's going to be on Expendables 7 tip.
I don't care. I'm not looking to the future. I'm looking at the past. I'm looking at what's happened here. And what's happened is Jason Statham was taken in 2010s by storm. He's the greatest action star we may have ever seen. You want to talk about relatable? Look at him. Is there a less imposing action star?
He literally plays a hitman in every movie because he looks like he would kill people.
Sick. What do you want from an action movie? You want a hitman. You want someone who's just going to put holes in people.
Is he someone that puts holes in people, or is he relatable? Do you relate to people that put holes in people, Ben? That look like they're going to? Which is it?
Apparently so.
The Rock looks like an action star. He walks into a room and you're like, that guy's in action movies. There's no friggin' question.
Yeah, he's an action. He looks like an action star. Why is he wasting his time with Jumanji? Why is he wasting his time with Moana?
Because he likes to make the money, Ben. All right? He goes where the heat is hot and he toasts up his hands with sweet, sweet cashola.
Jason Statham, martial arts background. What is The Rock's credentials in terms of background? A WWE wrestler?
For like 10 years at the highest level, performing in front of tens of thousands of people and millions watching at home for decades.
Good for him. I believe Jason Statham could kick anyone on this list ass, no question asked. You know, Jason Statham for The Rock fight. I want to see that.
So you did, and it's Hobbs and Shaw. And the latter Fast and the Furious movies leading into Hobbs and Shaw. I just think The Rock is doing what the action stars do, which is he puts out at least one, if not two, popcorn movies every year that people are going to spend their hard-earned dollar to go and see. Jason Statham at some point might have been that guy when you're talking about The Mechanic, when you're talking about that one where he picks people up and drives them to another place and then leaves them somewhere. I forget the name of it, but like he goes and gets them. It's like the chauffeur or the driver.
It's the transporter. You know it's the transporter. Don't be like that. Okay. You know good and well.
I'm sorry. Yes, when he transported things and he was known as the transporter. Yes, that's, but he was at some point, but that's before. That's not in the 2010s, baby. 2010.
Actually, The Mechanic is decidedly in the 2010s.
Mechanic is, yes. But, I mean, the Transporter films?
I fucking wish. I wish you just make a Transporter 4, 5, 6. I would show up for every single one of them.
All of those are before.
The Rock cannot establish a franchise on his own, period. Jason Statham is a franchise.
Welcome to the jungle, sir. It's on its second film. And there's The Rock.
If your argument's Jumanji, great.
Feature Hobbs and Shaw is definitely going to have a second one. He's in Journey 2.
Hobbs and Shaw. Sorry, who carries that one again?
You know I struggle with which one of the characters is which. Hobbs. It's Hobbs. I do not see a scenario in this bracket in which I do not vote for The Rock. I will be voting for The Rock in the final. I will be voting Hobbs. He puts out an action movie every year. He sometimes pays for it. He is going through everyone's back catalog, seeing what 80s video game they might like to see on screen and then presenting it for us. He is doing what he thinks we want. Jason Statham, he shows up and he cashes the check. He's in the movie. He's not driving the movie.
Jason Statham is the movie in every single movie. You're telling me The Mechanic happens without Jason Statham? The Mechanic happens without The Mechanic?
Maybe not. Maybe not The Mechanic. Maybe not The Mechanic, all right? But you wouldn't have even known that San Andreas was a movie, or Skyscraper was a movie, or Rampage was a movie without The Rock.
Or Blitz, or Killer Elite, or Safe, or Homefront, or the other Jason Statham classics.
What is Homefront?
It's not my fault that you're not well versed with the Jason Statham universe, okay? Don't put that on me, Ben.
It's not your fault. It's the media and his stature as an action star that is to blame, sir.
I think you just have to ask Arnold.
You mean when he was grabbing up all the out-of-work old action stars that couldn't get regular action work to put into his movie as a nice gesture?
They got regular action. They got regular action work in the Expendables, in the Expendables 2, in the Expendables 3.
It looked really good. I like the one where Sylvester Stallone looks like he's about to poop himself when he tackles Jean-Claude Van Damme, and then Jean-Claude Van Damme breaks his artificial hip.
I don't know what to say, man. This is Jason Statham all the way. I think he's the action star of our whole entire generation. I think it's not even close. I think
the action star of the 2000s, but the 2010s, bye, Mr. Statham.
Paulo, I want some insight here. I don't want to vote. I want some insight. I want your thoughts here.
Paulo? What are you thinking?
Well, actually, you know what? I think I've made my mind up. And it's interesting considering none of my picks made it to the finals, and now I have the final say. And I don't even like it. I don't like what I'm gonna pick.
Come to Papa.
You like watching
Paulo.
Eco, man. Who reminds you more of Eco on the screen?
Look, you know what?
About that, Ben.
Wait, no. You know, more than my pick here, I want to hear Carson's pick because I know
Carson's just mad we're at this point.
Paulo, before Carson speaks, I want you to write your pick down on a piece of paper.
I'll do that.
Okay, write it down first.
Yeah.
STAPHAM. In case you want.
IS space A space LOSER.
All right, my opinion on this, I don't like the idea of hosting
did he write it? He wrote it down.
Okay. I don't like the idea of hosting a podcast that ends up crowning The Rock as the best action star of the 2010s. It feels too generic, not too much respect for somebody who does the same thing over and over again. That said, I can't give it to Jason Statham. He's not enough of a star. I really wish you guys had just let someone better in the finals than The Rock. So I reluctantly would give it to The Rock, but again, my opinion doesn't matter.
So you could see my hands the whole time. I did not write my answer. Oops. Is it upside down?
It won't show because it's blocking out the camera. I can see The Rock being flashed over and over again. Yeah.
I'm of the same opinion of what Carson just described. I don't have to like it, but I do believe that he is the action star. I mean, like, every movie that he's made, even though I don't like a lot of them, and they're like just standard popcorn action movies, like they're all blockbusters. Like, none of his movies have gone straight to Netflix. Like, I never heard of The Mechanic. I'm sorry, Ben. I haven't heard of The Mechanic until I saw it on Netflix.
Wow. The Mechanic is actually a phenomenal movie. I can't vouch for most of the rest of his catalog here. I was going down with the Statham ship no matter what, but
I mean, I could sense you were on the IMDb just like this movie.
No, I did research before actually, but
okay, all right.
The Rock didn't have to get the Meg made by China. Also, I mean,
we just lost 1 billion viewers. Oh no!
So now we're at negative
only a billion left.
What's 120 minus 1 billion?
All right, well, I want to gauge you guys' opinion on this. If it had been Tom Cruise versus The Rock in the final, would any of you have argued for Tom Cruise?
I would have argued for Tom Cruise.
and that was the whole reasoning behind my. Actually, no, that's tougher because I actually like Chris Pratt in that matchup between The Rock and Chris Pratt. I don't like Tom Cruise, although I like his movies better than The Rock's. So that would have been tough for me.
Tom Cruise makes very good movies. Like the whole Mission Impossible, like Edge of Tomorrow, Blue. These are fun movies, man. Jack Reacher, it may not have been a better action movie in 2010s, except for John Wick.
All right.
Wait,
well,
would that have both then? I mean,
Pardon?
no, to The Rock Stan.
Yes.
Would that have? Would there be a world where you would have voted Tom Cruise over The Rock?
No. No, I would have.
Anyone over The Rock?
I like anyone in the bracket over
Yeah.
The Rock. Would I have gone with anyone in the bracket? I would have. When I saw this, I thought I would have gone Ryan Reynolds over The Rock.
Wow.
Yeah, when I saw the bracket, I thought immediately we would go to a Ryan Reynolds versus The Rock, and that I would feel differently about it. But with all the arguments that were going on, I went with The Rock. Or we went. I don't remember the voting actually. It's all a blur. I don't remember. Yeah, I thought for sure I would have gone Ryan Reynolds over The Rock, and then it would have changed up everything. But yeah, that was the one.
Well, I have come out of this feeling defeated and drained.
and on that note, thank you all for coming.
I think it's accurate. I think we hit the nail on the head.
Thank you so much.
That's
fair.
A great time. Let's hope the 2020s provide us a better action star with the list that we have been provided with here. Thank you.
You guys again in 10 years.
Yes. Thank you all for coming, and thank you all for listening. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll have another episode again soon.